Today we will tackle about our research proposal. The title of this research is Effectiveness of Personal Protective Equipment in Preventing Accidents Among Electrical Technology Students in Section 2A at Technological University of the Philippines, Cavite. It is presented by Mr. Tagnipes, Mr. Tan, Mr. Tuason, Mr. Balestero, and Mr. Villaverde. The abstract of this study is this study evaluates the effectiveness of PPE in preventing electrical accidents among second year, specifically in electrical technology students at TUP Cavite Section 2A. It is to assess PPE adequacy, student awareness, and the role in minimizing the risk during our hands-on training, using surveys and also observations. These findings aims to enhance the safety and to improve the protection of our students in practical learning environments. The list of contents, it includes Chapter 1, Introduction, Chapter 2, Literature Review, and Chapter 3 is the Research Methodology. Inside the introduction, this study examines the effectiveness of PPE preventing electrical hazards during hands-on training among engineering technology students at TUP Cavite. It highlights the improvement of our safetyness in academic environments to ensure that the students are trained in hazard-free setting and for us or for the students to be prepared for professional practices. The statement of the problem is all about the general problem. This study is to aim or to determine the effectiveness of personal protective equipment in preventing electrical accidents among electrical technology students at the Technological University of the Philippines, Cavite, specifically in Section 2A. The specific problems that we are facing is to identify types of PPE used by electrical technology students in Section 2A during hands-on training. The second one is to assess the effectiveness of PPE in reducing skills and preventing electrical accidents. The third one is to document the incidents of electrical accidents despite the use of PPE. Fourth one is to evaluate the students' perception regarding the safety and reliability of the PPE provided during their training. The fifth or the last one is to provide recommendations for improving the safety and effectiveness of PPE use in practical training activities.
Background of the study. So this study evaluates the effectiveness of the PPE in minimizing electrical hazards during the hands-on training of students in TUP Cavite Section 2As. So it aims to assess safety measures and identify the improvements to enhance the students' protection during their practical activity. And the next one is the significance of the study. So this study emphasizes the importance of a PPE in ensuring the safety during hands-on training of the students, especially for the electrical technology students. So it aims to improve safety practices, enhance PPE, to promote a cultural of the safety and technical education. And the next one is the definition of term. Personal protective equipment, or we may call this a PPE. It is usually wear to minimize the exposure to any electrical hazards, including the safety gloves, goggles, helmet, insulated footwear, and protective clothing. So electrical accidents and unintended incidents that occur due to contact with the electrical equipment or system leading to minor or severe injuries, hands-on training, practical activity where the students performs a task involving the electrical system or equipment as part of their curriculum. Effectiveness. The degree to which PPE successfully reduce the risk and prevent electrical accidents during their practical training. Safety awareness. So this is the level of understanding of the students regarding the proper use and importance of a PPE. Risk reduction. The process of minimizing potential to use of the safety measures like PPE. Section 2A. So this is a specific group of students, Bachelor of Engineering Technology students majoring in electrical technology at the Technological University of the Philippines, Cavite.
Now let's proceed on conceptual framework. Our study adapts input process output or IPO to evaluate the effectiveness of personal protective equipment or PPE in preventing electrical accidents. First is input, types and adequacy of PPE, student awareness and knowledge of PPE, institutional PPE guidelines. And our expected process is conduct surveys and interviews, observe hands-on training session for compliance, document and analyze electrical accidents related to PPE. And our expected output is identify gaps in PPE adequacy, evaluate PPE effectiveness, and provide recommendation to improve PPE safety measures. For educators and institution to have a guide on what to improve. And now let's proceed on related literature that are refers to written works or studies that are connected to our research. Our study is supported by related literature emphasizing the importance of PPE, safety compliance in educational settings, and challenge in PPE implementation. According to International Labor Organization, in 2021, entitled of The Role of PPE in Electrical Safety, PPE minimize risk like electrical shocks and burns, but its effectiveness depends on proper design and compliance. And the second one is the second related literature that we had gathered is entitled Compliance and Safety Culture in Educational Institution. It is a study of Smith and John's 2022 in the Journal of Technical Education emphasized the value of promoting a safety first culture in technical school. It found schools mandatory personal protective equipment training had 40% fewer accidents than those with less organized safety measures. The study suggested including safety lessons in the curriculum to improve student knowledge and compliance. So the next one is related study. So the first one is effectiveness of personal protective equipment and reducing electrical accident. So study of Reyes in year 2023 look at PPE or personal equipment used among electrical engineering students during the lab activities at Philippine University. It is found that 85% of students who regularly use personal protective equipment avoided electrical injuries. However, some electrical accidents were caused by PPE unkeep or unsafe, issuing that need to be for better maintenance and practices. So the next one is PPE awareness and its impact on safety practices. This studied by Kim and Park in year 2021 studied and link between a PPE awareness and safety compliance among technical students in South Korea. They found that students who had regularly safety training were 70% less faced electrical accident. This study
highlighted the importance of educational program in promoting a safety mindset. Then the last one is personal protective equipment accessibility and effectiveness in training environment. Studied Mr. Martinez and Ms. Garcia, who in year 2020 studied how PP availability and affected its use among technical schools student in Philippines. They found that schools that is successful maintained PPE had much lower accident rate than the study suggested policies to ensure PPE available and properly stored.
And now we proceed to the methodology, the method chapter of our study outlines. How we evaluated the effectiveness of personal protective equipment in preventing electrical accidents. So we focus on second year electrical technology students from section 2A at the Technological University of the Philippines, Cavite. This section explains our research design, participant, data collection, and analysis methods to ensure reliable and accurate findings. Through this, we aim to highlight the importance of PPE in enhancing electrical safety. For our research design, we use a descriptive approach to assess the effectiveness of PPE in preventing electrical accidents. This design was chosen to describe the current state of PPE usage, students' awareness, and its role in accident prevention during hands-on training. It's also helped identify patterns, issues, and areas for improvement in PPE practices, ensuring a comprehensive understanding of its importance in safety. So as you can see, we include a sample of around 30 plus students. The sample was selected using random sampling to ensure diversity and fair representation within the group. This approach allowed us to gather accurate and unbiased data for the study.